Before the first student walks through your classroom door, you've already heard from everybody else. Today, I want you to hear from yourself. Hi, welcome to One Tired Teacher. I'm Trina Devery. Today, teachers, we are talking about trusting ourselves. Let's get started. If you're listening or newly watching this YouTube channel or this YouTube video and it's August, your brain is probably already full. You've got Meet the Teacher, professional development, new curriculum, emails, class lists, procedures, open house, and advice from absolutely everyone. So before we add one more thing to your list, I want to remind you of something. If I were sitting next to you, I'd say, before this school year gets loud, take a minute to remember why you've become a teacher. Not because your why solves everything, because it doesn't, but because it's easy to lose sight of it once the noise begins. If that comment resonates with you at all, be sure to like this video. You might even want to save it for later. If I had to go back, I would think about all of the back to school Augusts that I have had, and they kind of all blur together. They usually come after summers that were packed full of planning and getting ready for the school year, cleaning out my classroom, organizing my classroom library, all the things. I loved to come in and decorate my room, so I would always get a jump start and head in there early. I loved making a special place that I knew would matter to kids. One year, I even had a mom tell me after her child saw my room, it was all decked out in superheroes. That was the theme I went with that year. And I had Spider-Man hanging from the ceiling and Hulk hands. And I had a huge Batman in the corner. And when her child saw the room, he told her that he would, in fact, come to school after all. It only took that one compliment to inspire me year after year after year. You see, my reason for being a teacher, it had two sides. On one hand, I wanted to inspire all kids to love learning and especially to love reading, to feel protected and loved and cared about and seen. And on the other hand, my reason was personal. I wanted to be home with my own children when they were off from school. The reason backfired a little because I never seemed to be able to let go of school. I thought teaching would allow me to be home with my own children. And technically, it did. But mentally, I was still carrying school everywhere I went. So this is where I want you to dig deep into yourself and allow your real answer, your real honest answer to come up. Because here's what happens. Every August, we start with hope. But somewhere in between the meetings, the emails, online, Instagram, TikTok, the new initiatives, and all of the voices telling us how to teach, we slowly stop listening to ourselves. Do you think your teacher bestie needs to hear that? Share this video with her, because I know mine does. Here's the thing. If we aren't true to our own inner voice, who will be? Part of my why, a big part of my why, were my children. But at the beginning of the year, I let all the noise push that aside. And in those moments, I realized I was living inside someone else's expectations instead of my own. The noise will always be there, no matter how many years you do this job. The back to school chaos will exist. But when you're functioning from your internal compass, you will not only survive, you will thrive in the classroom. So ask yourself these 3 questions before school starts. What matters? What kind of teacher do I want to be? And what do I refuse to lose this year? The best way to begin the school year is by trusting yourself before everyone else tells you how to teach or what to do. You don't have to become someone new this year. You get to be you, fully you. The teacher your students need is already here. Your students, they don't need the teacher Instagram told you to become. They need the thoughtful teacher who's been growing inside of you all along. If you feel inclined to answer these 3 questions in the comments, I will reply to each comment. And we can use it as a way to kind of hold ourselves accountable for the year. Or better yet, hold ourselves to our own standards. And if you're looking for a thoughtful lesson that gives you time back while inspiring kids to love learning and reading, that's exactly why I create my resources. So use what fits and leave the rest. Want a place to start? Try my newest resource, Our Class is a Family. It's a prediction activity and a STEM challenge to go along with a very special book that's perfect for day 1. Until next time, sweet dreams and sleep tight.